Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Anelation music here. So I have this beat that I just created. So I have these patterns here. So I just wanted to check if maybe we can make this to be a full and a complete beat. I don't know how long this video is going to take, but however long it takes, I'm going to upload it so that you can see. So basically, when I started making music, I was making hip-hop beats, the simple hip-hop beats. That's when I started learning how to use FL Studio. And even my writing, I was mainly writing rap and hip-hop, but over time, having obtained a relationship with Christ along the way, I then tried to transition and make gospel beats, and also my music kind of transformed to more of pop like music. Now this is a hip hop beat that we are making here. I'm going to play it so that you can listen to these loops, but we are going to break it down, and we are going to mix it together and also sort of arrange it together. Okay, so if you listen to my drum loop here, I tried to do something here that is different from the conventional way that you hear your drums. Basically, there is what is called a drum beat. Is it a drum beat now? I'm not that musical, even though I'm musical, if you feel me. So we are not starting with a kick as we would normally do. You see, listen to the. So basically, here, I start with a snare, or rather this 808 here. I put this here, but I don't know, when I'm mixing this, I don't know how I am going to do it, right? To make sure but they blend nicely, because I still want to hear this this sub kick here together with a snare. This is the snare that we have. Maybe we're going to select a lighter snare. I don't know, but we shall see. We shall see. So doom doom doom, that's how it goes. See, doom 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 doom. Yeah, so we are going with this pattern. Maybe with some arrangements we are going to change and have our kick, and then the arrangement of the drum of the drum loop is going to change. I think that is going to be very interesting. So I'm gonna send this beat once I'm done to one of my boys to see if they can write something on it, and once they have done, I will make sure I produce that song and also share it in this channel. Okay, let's go. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna introduce each one by one. So we start with the kick. Okay, T boom boom boom. Okay, that's our kick. So this is kick number 7. To find out which kit this comes from, we're just going to drag it here. Now there it is. Where is it? There. But it's under samples. But I think this kick 7 is coming from, let's go to new kit. That's amnesia kit and a low something kicks, and then the hip hop. Where where is the drum shots and then the kick? No, it's not coming from this one. It's not coming from this one. The kicks. No. Alright, but that's the kick we have here. We are using this kick. So basically what I'm going to do, the first step, and let me do this. It's something I've never really done, but we are going to learn together. Ne? I'm going to expose something that will perhaps help someone out there who wants to know how to produce, mix, and master music. I'm not really good at mastering. Sometimes I use the FL Studio platform to assist me with mastering, so I'm going to open the notebook. Right. So with this notebook, what I am going to do, we're gonna keep it open here as well. So here I'm thinking maybe we can leave this one this long, but I want to do something different here. Let's customize our space so that it's something that will look beautiful and something that we can work with, right? I want to be able to see this here, the song arrangement. I also want to see the mixer, right? Let's do it like this. I also want to see the mixer. I want to see the notebook. I want to see the song arrangement. I want to see my selection there. All right. Now, this is where we are. Let's make our mixer a bit. All right. It's fine. Even if they are there at the bottom, it's still fine. All right. Okay, so here the first step, let's do step 1, right? We are going to do what is called gain staging, right? Gain staging. What is gain staging? Let's just mix the levels of all the sounds to make sure that they sound to a point where we can hear everything, right? If there is any instruments that are not the main instrument in our beat, then maybe we can sacrifice those and just put them in the background, right? That's what we are going to do. Let's split these by channel so that we have at least each item. So this one is piano. Let's name it as such, that it's piano. This is our main loop. Actually, this is the theme sound. This piano here, it's coming from Nexus. Now this is our drum loop. Let's name it as such as well, drum loop. All right, let's also change the color. I like not random. I like a colorful session, right? Because colors, you tone these things so that they are easy to the eye, and also you are able to identify. So now what we're going to do, the loops that we have, we are going to do the gain staging. That's step 1. Step 2. All right, we shall see what step 2 is. So what I usually do is take these, all right, everything, I turn it down. Even here, the way I arrange my sessions, you will see that there's these 2 tracks here. Okay, these two tracks here, these are the bus tracks. If you don't know what a bus track is, you just if you look here, there is routing where you are routing whatever item or whatever pattern that you or channel that you have highlighted here. When you come here and right click and say channel routing, when you route it to this track, it's going to take whatever that you have highlighted here. When you've selected multiple, it will allow you to route selected tracks starting from whatever track that you have selected. But there is also beneath, if you've selected multiple channels, like now click on one channel, then there's track routing here. When you create a sub mix now, that sub mix track is going to be a bus. These are the buses. What it actually means is all these are drums, right? These are drums and percussions. They are all grouped to this track, and then this track now consolidate all that sound and take it to the master. They are not sending anything to the master by themselves. No, the master channel does not know each of these tracks. Only track that it knows is the bus track. So the bus track also helps if you want to process all these at once. Then you can just select the items here and apply whatever effect that you want to apply in all of them at once. What I usually use here is a compressor if I want to compress them. And then what I usually do in my sessions, and I want us to do it now, so in case you also want to let's change the color to this one. Now what I usually do, I would dock these to the right. So what it actually means is once you dock them to the right, they will remain visible even if you are scrolling through your through your session. What did I do here? Okay, I think this one, let me undock it. Middle. Okay, it goes, when you click middle, it goes to where it was. For some reason there I was thinking, where did it go? Okay, now I'm gonna press play and it's going to play the loop. You can see you are not hearing anything there. The reason is because I've muted everything. Now I'm gonna start with my kick here. I think with this one, let me just reset it, right? Let me just reset it so that I use it as a standard. I use this kick as a standard. Now the next one is going to be, let's see what we have here. Okay. Let me duplicate it so that I can hear it as often as possible for now. See? Okay. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Okay, let's reduce it a little because, okay. Can you hear it? I think we have a hi-hat here. Okay. I want to push it up a little so that it at least cuts just above the hi-hat, because it was strategic to put this sound here. So here what we have, I think, is the snare. Okay, Now let's go to the sounds that we have. I'm gonna start with the piano. No, the piano. All right, so basically that's what we have, but I've seen there's lots of sounds that are clashing here that we can't really see them pushing through, but usually those will come in on step the following steps. But what you would usually do, the next step is the penning, right? Let's do the penning. Let's do the penning so that we can hear some sounds pushing through in the ear, and it also makes the beat to sound interesting, right? Let's play it. Okay, I'm on the notebook. I'm gonna pen this sound here. So what I want for this hi-hat here, let's go to the piano roll. I just want these notes to be penned left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, you know, but not how do I put this, not in totality, but a bit about 50%. See, about 50% to the left and to the right. Okay, let's see. Let's just highlight each thing. Is gonna be quicker this way. Now, once I've selected these, I think these are going to the is it right or left? That's right. And then the rest is going to the left. Around 50%. They should go to the left. Now I'm just going to duplicate this. I'm going to shift drag it. All right, let's see what we have. So I don't have to pen it here. I can just reset it. And then I think also the snare, it's right for the snare to be just in the middle. Maybe I will need, because with penning you don't want to overload one side and only have the other side sort of underloaded or less, having less weight than the other one. It's not the right thing. That's not a balanced mix. So what I would need to do with this one penned to the left, I will need to get another percussion that I can use, you see, that I can pen to the right. You see, even if it's a similar like these, you know, I can decide, you know what, I need to take this. It's actually what I am going to do, because I don't want to have one on the right and then another one, and nothing on the right. So let's do this. I'm just gonna route it to the track, and I'm gonna take that track just next to it. Then to make this bus here, you just need to press your shift and click this thing here at the bottom. All right, I think what I need to do, you guys don't see what is happening on my the options and everything. So what I need to do is actually record the display. I need to capture the display. Please give me a moment. Display capture. All right, I think we should be good now. If I go to FL Studio, I should be able to see the options. So like now when I right click, you should see these options, route to this track and everything, you know. But to route it to the bus, you just need to shift and click. See, then it's going. That's us. No, you don't shift, you should actually control. Right, let me undo. So this one you control and click, then it takes it to that one. It creates a bus, it sends it to the bus just like all others. But if you want to side change that to side chain, that's when you actually shift, because the reason it doesn't send the signal yet, when you side chain, you just need to notify that track that there is another track that is linked to it, so that if you need to to apply any effects, you can be able to do that. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just gonna add another one just to finish that up. Okay. Okay, let me see. There is something that I'm hearing. Let's not use the loop points. I think it was that loop points here that was active. Let's remove it because it's ruining them. Okay, let's just leave it like that, and then we are going to pen this to the right. So you see now, with this one penned to the left, there is another one that is penned to the right to balance it out. Okay, actually I can take it, let's make it 35%, and then this one also, let's put it to 35%, so that it actually. All right, let me save that. Now with these, remember I created those 4 tracks there at the end. So what I usually do with these, I just put my reverb there. These are what I would call my send tracks. I'll have a delay here, and then I will have P compression. So it's actually called a parallel compression, and then I'll have other any other thing that I would like to, if I feel there's another effect that I can apply to the whole mix, then I will just put that there. Now with those sending to the master, I can take this one here and actually okay, I think let me link them there, so that if I need to increase the signal here of a reverb, I can quickly do that. So I've done this for the bass track for instruments. I will do the same for the drums. Now, in case I need to apply, for instance, where is the snare? This is the snare. Obviously, usually I will need to apply the reverb on this one, so I will also send it through as well. No, I would also send it through to that, so that if I need to apply the reverb, I can do that at ease, so that I don't have to add it here. These send tracks actually help to save CPU usage. So I'm gonna mix this using the FL Studio stock plugins. So with the send tracks, you need to cut out the dry signal so that it doesn't come through at all. So we're going to put it this is reverb, right? Now, why am I putting reverb instead of a delay? Let's take this and send it to that one, and we replace this one. It should be a reverb here. I don't need to mix this, so we're gonna use the stock reverb here. So you put the wet all the way up, the dry you cut it off. You know, for stereo separation, maybe usually put the damp or halfway, and then also cut the lows and the highs a bit, and the decay, let's increase it a little to 1.5. Now with this snare here, you see when I increase, you can see when I'm increasing the signal that is going through the reverb, you can start to see the reverb coming through, cutting through. But usually another thing that you want to do with your reverb when it's in its separate channel, as in a send track, you would want to also control the signals that are coming through there. Okay, let's just cut the lows and make it and put it around the mid, so that it's not muddy, because when you start applying this in all of them, you will see that it will get muddy. Okay, we were on step 2 where we were doing our panning. Let's see on the instruments what other things that we can perhaps pan. So our step 3, we are going to to apply the EQ. All right, and a bit of reverb plus some effects where possible. Right. So the EQ, some of them, even though I've penned to the right and penned another one to the left, you can't really hear them now, but sometimes you can clear those out with equalizing. So with the kick, I'm not going to do anything to the kick. I'm just gonna leave it as it is, because I think I like the punchiness of the kick. Maybe what I can do, because usually even kicks, even though we don't really know it, the kicks do have, you see, there is frequencies. You see, you have sub here, look here, you have your sub here. These are your sub frequencies. From here, I think it's around 17, it's around 40 hertz. They say that no one hears this thing. No one listens or hears. These are not audible to a human ear. I may be subject to correction here, but I'm not sure if I can add notes. I can't. But what I can do, I'm just make it 8, and then I'm just gonna cut these out, you know. I'm just gonna cut these out from our kick. You see, that's EQ. We've just EQ'd our kick. That's the first one, and then we go to with if we want our beat to be very clean, almost all sounds, they do have, let's do a high pass here. Let's just swipe it up. I can't make this one steep because there is some mid frequencies that I want to come through. Yeah, I think I like it that way. That was all we can do in terms of EQ on that one. Let's come to this one. This is a kick. It's more like an 808, this one. Let's apply its EQ. I think the same thing with it as well. We are going to cut those low frequencies there. Let's cut them out, because as they say, no one listens to those. Otherwise we'll have this muddy mix when these things build up. Maybe let's boost it a little, because I've set the volume to be very low there. Okay, that's fine. I'm not doing anything on the mid to high frequencies. There we come to our snare. The snare should cut through, right? If we need to do anything in terms of side chaining to make it cut through, to be dark by other sounds, then we need to do that. If you look here, I'm gonna remove the low frequencies and just focus on the low mid to mid. Okay, let's boost. I think here we are going to need, on the snare, we are going to need the delay. Okay, let's do like this. I think this one, this delay of ours has too much feedback, right? And also it's on, the timing is just not right. Let's put it to 2. You see the offsetting, it makes things sound good because it pans it to the left and to the right. Just a little, just a little. Nothing hectic, nothing much. It's just around, let's put it to 2%. You don't really have to hear it. I definitely need to to EQ this one because I feel some kind of mid lows. I want to take those out, and the aim is so that it sounds similar to this one because it's actually accompanying this one here, so it shouldn't sound that different to it. Okay, I'm gonna take the same EQ and just send it that side. Right. It's the same sound here. I think we're also removing any mid lows that we might have. I don't think we have any. It's just mids. It's fine. Yeah. Now, what I also need to do, if you look at my screen, I will just go to the drum kits, Anelation kits. I think under Anelation kit, and after I've lost all my sounds, I got that and created this here to put together. So I'm gonna put the sub bass where just below the string, right? Okay, let's rename it, and actually what I need there is just the color. So this one is going to be number 4. Let's go and make it track 4. So we do the same, we send it to the, no, not like that, like this. It goes to the bus, and then now what I'm going to do with this one, I'm going to distort it. I'm gonna apply a distortion, fast distortion. So I'm just going to the string 3, which is my bass. I'm just going to layer it. I'm gonna stack them. Okay, let's hear how they sound. Okay, I used to make these nice beats, you know. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna send the porto and mono so that it doesn't play two sounds. It just slides. Obviously, one thing I learned, there's something that Game once said. One of my YouTube teachers in the music was that the bass, especially the sub, you don't need to hear it, you must feel it. So I'm gonna push it an octave down. All right. Okay. Okay, so we have that. So with it, I only have a distortion. All right, I'm just gonna leave other frequencies. Let's see what sort of frequencies we have in this sub bass. So it just goes, it's all the way up. Maybe even with it we need to take those super low, but we do want, with this one, it's only this one where I think we can forgive these, only this one, only and only this one we can forgive it to cut through those frequencies that are in the very lows, right? You know, even though we are doing this step by step, these steps are not gospel. You can always go in each of those actions at any given point in time. Since you started with gain staging, if after introducing another beat you see that there is a need to adjust the gain staging, you can always go back. If you still need to pen it differently at some stage, at a later stage, you can always go and affect those things. It's not like a rigid process. So that's what we have now. All right. So what I do with the arrangement, I just add the markers. I will have the intro. All right. Let's have an introduction. Okay, it's gonna be this one bar here, and we are going to have should it start with a hook or it should start with a verse? Okay, let's start with the verse. Right, let's start with verse 1. All right, that will be verse 1. How will our verse 1 be? Okay, let's make a decision, but obviously we're gonna have this here and then we're gonna have our drums hitting in here. So our verse is going to be let's make it to be 3 bars, right? 3 bars, and we close it like this, and then we're gonna have our hook here. All right, hook, same thing. Let's make the hook to be 4 bars. We're just gonna take this here, we duplicate it, and we just put 1 extra bar, and then lastly, just to make a space for verse 2, and we're just gonna repeat this. Okay, and then here we'll have our hook, right, like this. And then we will have, once we've done our hook, we'll have our outro there, of which I want our outro to be purely a piano. Purely a piano, and maybe a bird there. Maybe if we do put the drum loop, let's make that unique. I'm already working on this thing. We're just gonna make that unique. We are going to make it unique. Let's go select the drum loop 2 there, and what we are going to do is remove the kick. We are going to remove this 808 and this awesome snare skis. We are going to take you out as well, and the picks, we are going to leave the percussions. Okay, there, remember I stacked these sounds that I stacked. Let's see, why is the 808, why is the there is something wrong. There is something wrong. Where is it coming from? maybe let's take them out, right, and only put them here at the beginning. So the way it's going to happen, maybe we're going to have to move our markers. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm second guessing myself here. Let's duplicate the intro, right, and start with one without any percussions, and then let's move this one to here, and then this one to there, just one bar away, and then we have our intro. How long does it take? It takes 3 minutes 54. It's around reasonable time. Should not reach 4, otherwise it's gonna be a very long beat. We're not creating a gospel song here. All right. Step 5. Just get exciting, do whatever that you want to do. Arrange. Okay. So I've just made an arrangement, a simple arrangement here. So we're starting with an introduction. We are going to verse 1 hook, verse 2 hook, and then we are going to the outro of the beat, and that's it. I'm going to post the finished beat. So what I'm going to do, in some areas I'm going to make the drum loop unique and change the rhythm and change the flow and maybe introduce some rolls here and there. And sometimes I'm going to take out some instruments, like here I will take sometimes I will take out the piano, obviously not. You see, that's how I'm going to do it actually here. The first one, and then I'm going to introduce it in the second bar. Now here I'm gonna make this one unique just to take that I want to take that sub. In fact, the way I should go about doing it is, let me undo, let me insert one, and just not this one here. I'm gonna split these by channel. So this one I'm going to rename it and just remove that first string 3 because it's not a string 3. And then this one I'm just gonna rename it as well and remove the first string 3 as well because it is a string. Now what I'm going to do is here I'm going to introduce this sub bass here, and then here I'm going to take it out in the first 2 bars, and then on the last one it's going to come in, and I'm going to remove the kicks there, and I'm going to introduce this pattern here, the percussions, right? And then I'm gonna need to have a transition here that will take it to from the verse to a hook, to bridge it out from the verse to the hook. No. Do we still have it? I think I've switched them around. I've actually switched them around. This one should be the string 3, and then this one should be the sub, right? Okay, so here I'm just going to introduce this here. So I'm just gonna actually do like this. I'm just gonna cut it, and I'm just going to duplicate it like this. No, let me undo that. Sorry. And then I'm just gonna do like this all the way until we meet a verse there. All right. I think with this sub base, there is something that is happening that causes it to continue even when I have actually even when it's no longer playing. It's buzzing, right? It's too much. So what we are going to do, and in that case, we are going to this sub here, and we're gonna put that mute. There was free mute 2 here. So we are going to automate this. All right, we are going to control this sub with this. We are taming it now. So basically, when it comes here, we want to say, come in. We are chipping you in. You can do whatever you want to do. And then also when it comes to here, we are saying, bring it on. Bring it on. We want to see the best version of you. But then when you get here, cool dude, we're done with you. Please just leave. We don't want you anymore. Let's see if it works. Okay, there you go. So it's working. Okay, let's see if we can't here. All right, now I want to introduce something new here. Let's make this unique, and what we are going to do, we're just going to select alternate ones here, and we put that drum loop. Is it drum loop 3? Yes, it's drum loop 3, and we're going to introduce this snare here with too much loop. You can see that the project is building. I keep adding other sounds as I see fit. As I see fit, you can always do that. There is a lead that I liked so much. Let's go and find that lead. I think this lead is this one here. I will just put it after the arpeggiator, and we are going to color this. Let's change the color to this color that we have here, and then we are going to send it to the mixer. In the mixer, we stack it with other I want to make it wide. Raise my stereo enhancer. Alright, there you go. Let's use stereo enhancer. We're gonna reverse this one. Thing I need to do, I can hear something in my head. I don't know if I can be able to translate it. Let's make it better. Ba, 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 ba. I'm doing it. let's go to the intro. Okay, so here we are not obviously not going to start with the so even here we can say with the pad we can continually introduce it. It can increase over time. I don't want to mess with the master volume there with the fader in the mixer, but I can change this one so that it starts maybe from 0 or just from say 29. So almost here we said we are going to use, I think we had loop 2. I think even here I want to make this one unique and just take out these two. Okay, I'm just gonna swap it through. Okay. So with these two, I want to have a roll. I might need now. What I'm going to use now is the compression and sidechaining. So let's work with those. So the compression, I'm going to I use this TD monologue here as my compressor. Let me loop. Oh, but I should so I'm just ducking the beat and the sub and the bass so that the kick cuts through. So now I'm gonna put the vinyl at the end. So it's going to be new kits and the humble, the effect. Okay, I'm also going to put it at the beginning.